Cy Hersh was at a convention in Europe. We covered this story earlier because he had said that Obama's being dominated by the military and that we will be staying in Afghanistan, Iraq, etc., a lot longer than people imagine. Now, he had said that earlier in the week, and of course, as always, critics of Cy Hersh said, oh, what does Cy Hersh know? Except every major story that was broken during the Bush administration, including Abu Ghraib. But what does Cy Hersh know? We're not going to stay in Iraq longer. And guess what happened today? We're staying in Iraq longer. Just announced we're going to stay an extra month, and that's just the beginning. So already he's been proven right about things he said at that convention. Now there's a new video of another thing he said at the convention, which is also shocking people. But the guy hasn't been wrong very many times before. Now he's going to talk about battlefield executions. That's tough. Let's watch.
And the purpose of my stories was to take it out of the field into the White House, and where it does, you know, it's not that the President or the Secretary of Defense, Mr. Rumsfeld, or Bush or Cheney, it's not that they knew what happened in Abu Ghraib, it's that they had allowed this kind of activity to happen. And I'll tell you right now, one of the great tragedies of my country is that Mr. Obama is looking the other way, because equally horrible things are happening to prisoners, to those we capture in Afghanistan. They're being executed in the battlefield. It's unbelievable stuff going on there that doesn't necessarily get reported. And things don't change. What they've done in the field...
So that is very, very tough news, and saying, and it's very interesting because they're saying, look, if they're Taliban, they can keep them, right? And they say, all right, they're Taliban, we got the right guys, and we bring them to prison, right? If they're not Taliban, in other words, we didn't get the right guys, then they get executed. How does that make sense? Now, that could be for a great number of reasons. It could be that, no, they are bad guys, but they're not with the Taliban, or they were the enemies of the guys who turned them in, they were the enemies of the Afghan forces, or they wanted to cover up a guy that they detained wrongly, etc. But as you heard from Cy Hersh, 5 or 6 different sources saying we hand the guys off, you know, they walk a couple of feet down and boom, executed. And we're looking the other way. Look, this is the kind of stuff, again, that they didn't believe when there was a reporter, a British reporter, that reported, hey, you know what, we had gone in and accidentally killed women and children in a certain excursion that we did, including pregnant women, and everybody, the Pentagon said, oh, kick this guy out, he's never going to get access again, it's a total lie, no, it was the insurgents who had killed him. And then, of course, it turned out he was absolutely right, and it was us that killed him. And then we dug the bullets out of not only the walls, but out of the bodies. Okay, so am I predisposed to believing Cy Hersh, who has been right on all these other issues, who was right during this convention earlier in the week, in the video we showed earlier in the week, and given what we've heard about what's happening in Afghanistan, and he's got 5 or 6 sources, yeah, I believe him. And see, that's why I don't want to stay in Afghanistan any longer. I was originally in favor of staying in Afghanistan, but it was proven to me by people who work in Afghanistan for us that, hey, you know what? It is counterproductive. We had another memo about that from another U.S. diplomat this week, saying our counterinsurgency is not working. In fact, it's counterproductive. So what are we doing there? Killing people and digging bullets out of their bodies, and now these battlefield executions? Because people will say, hey, look, war is hell. I know. So can we stop them? You know, like conservatives will say that as if like, war is hell. That's it. We had to kill everybody. That's it. No, but that's not it. We do have another choice, that we don't continue these nonsensical wars that aren't helping us. I mean, look, we've been in Afghanistan for 9 brutal years. When are we going to declare mission accomplished? When is that going to happen? How is it going to happen? What the hell is our mission? Al-Qaeda leadership is not in Afghanistan. That's why we went in the first place. Now our mission is to help Karzai set up a slightly more stable government? This kind of wishy-washy mission was the reason we were against the Iraq War in the first place. Not in the first place, the Iraq War was a disaster in the first place, but against staying in Iraq longer and longer based on this vague idea of stability and helping our local allies in the region. So, look, here's my underlying problem. If we use that rationale, we will be there forever. We've been in Afghanistan for 9 years. We've been in Iraq for 7 years, and there's no end to it. There's no end in sight. And that's why we're having this horrific stories come out. Enough is enough. Let's get out of there.